Hey everybody, I am a little bit ahead of schedule, so I figured I would hop on here and I could talk and all that as I'm prepping stuff. Not really prepping, honestly, just kind of getting my head back together. So I'm gonna get a few minutes, you know, load up everything, find my planner, hopefully, that I haven't touched in a week, all that good stuff. I have to plan this week. So the plan is to plan this week. I know it's Friday. Hi Angie. I know it's Friday, but I haven't planned this week. So the plan is to plan this week and hopefully plan next week, because I'm very clearly very far behind. So it'd be nice to at least get this and next week out of the way. I'm not sure why this is like laying funny. But I haven't planned this week either. Grab a planner, let's plan right now. I don't know what I just dropped. Got a lot of stuff going on. Am I late? Hey Dina. Yay. Yeah, it's a back planning week. Last week just got really hectic. And to be honest, I saw the Eras Tour movie twice. So that was like a good 6 hours out of my week. But this week everything was going on plan, but until Wednesday, when my sister-in-law, who is due in December, her water broke, so she's been at the hospital. No baby. They're trying to keep him in for a little bit longer, but she had to be transferred to like a hospital a little further out, and they've got 2 boys already, so we've been running in and out of there. And I was there later than I thought I'd be tonight, so that's why we're a little later tonight. But yeah, so I'm running in from the hospital and grabbing dinner and all that. So lucky for the movie. It was so fun. I can't wait. I'm going again. I was supposed to go this weekend, but with everything, I'm taking my cousin, my godson's sister, next weekend again. I wanted to go this weekend though. Yeah. She is 31 weeks right now, and they've got her, like, she's not having contractions or anything, so they told her they would try for 34 weeks. She's kind of like, I'm gonna go nuts in here. So, they're doing okay, but now I'm gonna be hanging with my nephews a little bit more. I'm taking, one of them to the zoo thing tomorrow, which I really don't want to go to, but I've gotta be a good auntie. So, I at first was gonna just, do this tomorrow instead, and then I was like, oh, guess I can't. So I'm driving to Ohio to take him to some zoo thing. It'll be fun though. He told me, he's like, I don't want to just go with you. I was like, thanks, bud. But he'll have fun once he gets there. Let me adjust this a little bit. So this was my last week. I used a couple of our stencils and some stickers that I got to do a layout for the Eras Tour movie. It was super fun. So this week I'm gonna probably do just like a general fall or Halloween layout, and then next week I want to do a 1989-esque layout, because we're still Taylor obsessed around here. Plus we have the planner tour next weekend. So before I plan, I will kind of give you a quick little rundown of a couple of things that I'm excited about. So the planner tour is 10 of my friends and some other shops that are Swifties. We got together and we each took an era of Taylor Swift's, one of her eras, her album eras, and we're each making an exclusive freebie of the weekend. The numbers that people have are different, so the shops that are participating, you'll have to like check with them, but there'll be exclusive freebie. I'm doing Speak Now, which is like, I took one line from a specific song and kind of like hyper focused on that. So my freebie will be from Speak Now, the song Long Live, which is, if you're a Swiftie, it's like the song, like it's like the Swiftie anthem, and there's a line that says, I had a time of my life fighting dragons with you. So I'm kind of hyper-focused about that, and I am looking for the freebie in my pile of stuff that I now can't find, of course. Well, it's a bigger freebie than I usually give to, so, yeah. And I tried to make it so that, like, even if you weren't a Swiftie, like, it's still, you're gonna like it. So this is it. And it's kind of good timing with, like, the second Fourth Wing book coming out soon, too. So it's got some dragons and a sword and a castle. And, like, there's also the part, like, on the new Taylor's version, there's castles crumbling. So, like, and then in the Bejeweled music video that hinted to Speak Now, they were in a castle and the dragons were coming. So I just thought this was, like, a good nod to Speak Now without being too Taylor Swift. So, that is our freebie. So, I think I have 50 of these. I doubt I'll get 50 orders next week, but, the first 50 will get these. Like I said, you shouldn't have a problem getting that. I don't get 50 orders like that. Yeah, Fourth Wing. I designed it purposely, like, when we were divvying up the eras, I was like, that's, like, not my favorite era. Like, it's probably one of the last ones I would have chosen, honestly, but I just got the line of, like, fighting dragons with you. Like, that's one of my favorite songs, and, like, I sing it, like, I tag it and stuff all the time, and, like, I have had the time of my life fighting dragons with you, and then I was, like, thinking, like, oh, Fourth Wing's coming out, like, that's a good thing. I'll show you some of the new stuff I'm designing. I still have a lot of stuff to design. I'm, like, a little bit behind, but I'll have it all done by next weekend. My plan is to have a couple of the Taylor Swift, like, real specific fonts, like her Folklore Evermore font, the Reputation font, and I think I had one more. Oh, I do have a red font that's already ready that I can show you. So those will be ones that are coming out, and then I've got a couple, like, specifically Taylor Swift stuff things, and then I've got some, like, adjacent Taylor Swift stuff. And then I have a couple things that are references to lines or references to songs, but they're not, like, Taylor Swift. So there's going to be a lot of new stuff next week. I'm going to talk about one specific thing first, because it's an idea I have, and hopefully it's the first of many of these. So I've had the idea in my head to do, and I know we've talked about it, and people have talked about, like, this in some capacity, several times, but I thought that now is a good time with, like, where I'm at with my shop and everything going on. My concept with this is that I'm going to sell this as a pack. You won't be able to right now get them individually. It's a layout building pack. It's everything you need to build a specific layout. I'll have the layout pre-done, and then I'm also going to do, like, a live, and I'm going to look into doing some kind of, like, conferencing app. So it's probably not gonna be like Zoom, but like a Zoom. So like a Microsoft Teams or whatever, to do it where, like, if you get this, like, you can come and we can do it together. It's a specific layout. So the theme I chose for the first one, ideally I would like to do this, like, once a quarter. So you'll obviously be able to still use these stencils. And what I tried to think of, like, stencils that will be specific to this layout and this theme. But will also be applicable and usable for other things throughout the year. So the first thing we're going to do, and I'm not sure I'm going to do this quarterly, but the intention is to do this, like, at least a few times throughout the year. So, like, if you're like, I don't know where to start bullet journaling or stenciling, like, this is where you start. So the first theme I'm going to do is, like, a New Year's Day theme. And this is going to come out, if you look at the calendar, like the special release or whatever, this is going to be that special release. I think I have it set for Tuesday. I'm honestly not sure with everything happening if I'm not going to be able to have to move it to Wednesday. This was a special release. So the theme, like I said, is New Year's Day. So with this, you're going to get several stencils in this pack. You're going to get a balloon layout builder, and I kind of loosely based it on the layout I did this year. Again, it's not going to be the same layout, but kind of like the same concept of where the balloons are the boxes. So you'll get the balloon layout stencil, and again, you'll also get the anti-stencils with that, so you can kind of block them out and do stuff. The concept of this is that, like, yes, you can use it for New Year's, you can use it for any parties, like kids' parties, your birthday, all that kind of stuff. So you can use it for New Year's and then reuse it for like a birthday party or any parties or stuff you have, or just for something when you need balloons, right? And then you're going to get the New Year's deco. This is a new New Year's deco set. So you've got a mirror ball, you've got the clock, you've got some confetti, some like noisemakers, the rocket. I'll move it down a little bit. Sorry. I think my phone is like very slightly tilting every so often. You've got like the masquerade mask, the star balloon, a bow tie, champagne glasses, cork, the bottle. And so you'll be able to use some of this. I'm not going to use all of this on that layout, but I'm going to use some of it, and then I just wanted to fill in other like New Year's stuff. So again, like you can use the mirror ball for different things, for a party, champagne glasses, the balloons, the confetti, the mask for Mardi Gras, a bow for whenever you're dressing up or whatever. And then I also have like a general confetti background. Again, you can use this for any other party. I just blanked, whatever. You could put this in like the right colors for different holidays and everything. And then you're also going to get the upper, lowercase, and numbers font of this like groovy New Year's Eve font that you'll be able to write like New Year's Eve, Happy New Year, whatever you want it, like 2024 in your layout. So again, this is all going to be one set. And also in this set, you will be getting, I haven't done a layout. So the concept of this is that like everything that you will need other than your bullet journal and the ink will be in this kit. So you'll also be getting probably 2 brushes with it. I haven't completely decided. I want to do it enough for the number of inks that we're going to be doing. So depending on, I'm not going to send like 6 different brushes just because I don't have enough stock of that. But so you're going to at least get 2 to 4 brushes. It's going to depend. Like I'm hoping to kind of keep this very simple where like you could buy like 3 inks if you have nothing else. And you'll also get like a little card that explains it. You'll get a card. On the card will be a link to like a video of me doing it. And like it'll be on post on social media and everything. And then in this group we'll kind of like try to get some dates where if you guys want to come on video and we can do it on video together. Okay, so let me run through that again. Like I said, it's going to be something, the layout will be something similar to what I did for New Year's this year. It's not going to be the same one. I'm going to change it up. I'm going to make it look fun and special and different. But it's going to be kind of the same concept of like the champagne bottle and the balloons and the mirror ball with the year and, everything on there. So, kind of like this. Obviously the confetti is a little different. The balloons are like slightly different shape. The champagne bottle is smaller. So there's like a lot of differences on it. The font is different, of course. So this pack will go on sale on, it's either Tuesday or Wednesday. Honestly, with everything going on, it might be Wednesday just because, a lot's going on. If you're just getting here, my sister-in-law is due in December and her water just broke on Wednesday. And right now they're just kind of waiting. They're hoping to keep her in there for a while and keep baby in for a little bit. But my mom and I are watching their 2 boys right now, and there's just like a lot going on. So we're running back and forth from the hospital, bringing them food, bringing them all the stuff they need. So that's why I've been a little more scatterbrained than usual. So if things are slightly shifted, that's why. I just want to like be like, open with you guys of what's going on. I'll be here. I'll still be fulfilling orders and all that. I'm just going to have like a little bit less time. And I still have a 40-hour-a-week job. So I'm going to do my best to keep everything on track. I might not get to all the releases I wanted to get for the planner tour, but this is ready. This just has to be photographed. I have to sit down and make the layout and all that. So this will definitely be coming out. Like I said, these for now will be exclusive. At least one of the stencils in here will remain exclusive. But this is kind of like I said, the concept is that you have nothing, or like you really don't know where to start. You want to start like to someone to like literally walk your hand, like sorry, this is just bugging me how like close this is, to like literally walk you through a layout. And again, like also the concept is that all of these stencils will still be usable in a lot of different ways. I'm glad you guys like that. So you'll also, like I said, you'll get at least 2 brushes with this as well. The only thing you'll have to have is your own bullet journal planner, whatever. And I'll have like which inks I suggest. But of course, like, you can buy whichever colors you think you're going to want. These are designed for an A5 notebook. So if your notebook is bigger or smaller, it's not going to go quite the same way. But I tried to kind of be cognizant of that. Like, you might have to adjust the balloons differently in a smaller notebook, or maybe not have as many. You know, if you're in a planner, that's already pre-done. It's going to be a little harder, but we can talk about that like on a live or whatever. But the concept is basically like, if you're starting a bullet journal and you need help on this, or you just kind of like want inspiration of a layout, that's going to be that. So that's our special release. That's going to be either Tuesday or Wednesday. You will be able to use the planner tour discount on this. So the planner tour is 10 planner shops, myself, Maria Italian Plans, Nerdy Paper Co., me, who's red? I think the Planners World is red. 519 Sticker Party. Reputation is Sugar Pop Fizz. Lover is Murdoch Talks. Folklore is Raspberry Designs. Evermore is Planning with Manny. And No White Space Stickers has Midnights. So those 10 shops, we came together. The 1989 Taylor's version release is next weekend, so we wanted to do something to celebrate. We each made little samplers. We're all going to have our shops 13% off. I'm sure some of them probably have exceptions to that, so you'll have to go to like their specific shops on there. And then we'll each have specific samplers for the weekend. I'm not sure if everybody's doing unlimited or whatever. I have 50. If I need to get more, I can get more, but I won't. I would be shocked if I sold 50 orders. So this is the freebie that I have. It's a little bigger than the freebies I usually have. If you're a Swiftie, you might know the song Long Live is on Speak Now, and there's a line in it that's, I've had the time of my life fighting dragons with you, which is one that really speaks to me, and it like really speaks to me about my friends and everything. So it's one of my favorite lines, and even though like I'm not a big Speak Now fan, that line specifically is just like if I ever got a line tattooed on me, that's one of the lines I would think about. But I also wanted to make it so that like if you're not a Swiftie and you still wanted to order, the freebie is still something you might use, because like Harry Potter has dragons. Like this is kind of like close to a Disney castle. You know, the second Fourth Wing book is coming out really soon. So that was kind of my concept with the freebie. It's one of my favorite lines, and yeah. I will also have tiered freebies, but I have not 100% been set on them. I've got this like little worm in my head that keeps telling me like, you could do one for every $10. You could do Taylor in each of her eras, like a silhouette of Taylor in each of her eras, and start at debut for $10, and $20 is Fearless, and $30 is Speak Now, and $40 is Red, and $50 is Lover. Like, this is just in my head, and it's a chaotic idea, and I'm not sure I'm gonna do it. I'm not saying I'm not gonna do it. So there will be some kind of tiered freebies. I also wanted to do friendship bracelets, like tailored friendship bracelets. So though at least one of those will be worked in somewhere in the tiered freebies as well. And those will just be like random Taylor based ones. I'm not making new ones. Like I'm not making planner related ones again. So the tiers and freebies and everything will come out this week. I'm hoping to do a little bit of work on this tomorrow night, so hopefully we'll get that all settled and everything. But the planner tour does start on Friday at noon Eastern time, and it'll go through Sunday at midnight. It is 13% off, and I will set the code in the Etsy shop. However, all of the new stuff specifically is going to be sold on my website. I have decided to take the leap and kind of start transitioning over to that. I got a domain name this week, and I was really excited about it. So the new website is ootpstencils.com, and most of my stuff is going to be through there. I will put some of the new stuff eventually on Etsy. I haven't 100% decided if I'm going to list it all. That's going to be like another time thing. It's just going to be, it did work really well with PVC, and that's why I decided to go with it. I mean, Etsy's got a lot of fees, and, you know, Shopify is still expensive, but, it's just it gives me a lot more, versatility. Like, there's so many stencils that I want to put in like 10 different categories, and I can't on Etsy, and I'm able to on Shopify. And I'm also just allowed to make like a really fun and cute site, which is like, I love. And I'm also have the blog linked. There's a blog through there. Right now it just has all the planner shops, the planner tour shops on it. But eventually I would like to, you know, do layouts and stuff, and tutorials and all that kind of stuff that'll help you with stenciling and everything. So that's kind of the goal and why I'm switching to it. Right now, all the prices are the same, just because, again, I haven't had time to go through and adjust. In the future, I'm going to adjust away my Etsy fees, or whatever. It'll be cheaper to shop on Shopify, but I will still leave Etsy up for most stuff. But yeah, so I'm kind of officially switching. It's still not like a hard launch. I will hard launch probably after the planner tour, probably after SGS, honestly. But so the planner tour stuff will all be on our new website. Okay, so I'm going to run through a couple other little things that I have for it. I, again, don't have everything designed for the planner tour. It is a lot of Taylor Swift themed stuff, but I tried to do stuff that I think you can use anyway. Like, for instance, this is the Lover House stencil. It's a house that Taylor has in like a recurring themes. However, like, you could use this for spring cleaning. You could use it, you know, as like a small weekend one-page layout, that kind of thing. It is a two-piecer, so you can kind of do like one color and put it down, and then do the individual rooms, however you kind of want. So that is one of the new ones. And again, this will all be up. I think I put the release for Thursday. That's the goal. It may be Friday morning. I'm not 100% sure. But that's the goal, is Thursday evening to put these out. So then, along with the Lover House, Taylor also has the Folklore Cabin, which is not right here. I thought I just had it. Sorry, I am a mess tonight. I really am super scatterbrained, and if I hadn't missed out on last week's live, I probably wouldn't have went live this week. But since I missed out on last week, I felt bad not coming live this week. Well, I can't find the Folklore Cabin, so we'll come back to that one. I also have, I thank you, I appreciate it, but, you know, I'm a little stressed, but not like stress. Okay, so I do also have some Taylor Silhouette stencils. I have the large version, which I think they're like 1.5 inches high. They might be 2 inches. I don't know. There's 3 of them. They're from the Eras Tour, silhouettes of her from the Eras Tour, like her chair, and then her man, and this is actually when she sings Long Live. I know, I appreciate it, but I kind of organized the planner tour, and I felt like I need to have the good stuff for that, right? So yeah. Plus I want, you know, the website to be good and everything. Anyway. So there's 3 big silhouettes with the different silhouettes from the Eras Tour. There's gonna be 3 versions of that. And then there is also the minis version of, I think there's all but 2 of the stencils that are on the big ones in the mini version, along with the stage. So that is how that one works. So all 4 of those will be available next week. And then we also have the confetti. Like, one of the big things with Tour was collecting all the confetti and stuff. And this was kind of how it looked raining down. I was looking through some of my pictures and designing. So I thought that was fun. And she does like colorful, like a color for each era. And the confetti is all that. And that was like a big part of, like, everybody was like collecting all the confetti from the ground. So that was a part of the Eras Tour I really wanted to remember. And like, I definitely will use this for my Eras layouts. This is a stencil that was a freebie, I believe in the spring sale. A lot of people wanted it. And I said it would eventually come to the shop. So now it's going to come to the shop because it gives me like 1989 with the seagulls and the sunset and all that kind of vibe. So that will be out for the planner tour as well. Some of you might have gotten it. I believe it was spring PVC. Another one that I've had designed for a while. I use this actually for my June cover layout. A lot going on at the moment. This is the red font. So now I'm going to finally put it in the shop. I know people have asked for it. But this will be in the shop for the planner tour. And here we go. Here's the folklore cabin. This is one of her other eras. This is folklore, and it's like a kind of a folky, woodsy, like fall. Well, folklore's not really fall, but like kind of like an out in like the forest kind of album. And so this is a little cabin that she has on stage. And again, like you could use this for lists and stuff. Very Michigan Great Lakes too. Yeah, for sure. Right now, Michigan is just, I don't think there's sun in Michigan right now. I don't think I've seen the sun for like a week and a half. It's been very depressing. It's only made everything worse. Okay, and then the last like specifically tailor thing so far is a friendship bracelet stencil. And again, this really isn't specifically tailor. Like friendship bracelets are really in right now. We have a few different designs and then a circle one. And then I put each individual bead here so you could like make your own and build your own. You could do like little date headers with it and make like a little friendship bracelet for each day. So yeah, so there's a friendship bracelet one. And then, like I said, there are a few more fonts I'm working on specifically. It's supposed to rain tomorrow too. I'm so sick of it. I am working on the Evermore Folklore font and then the Reputation font specifically. I think that's all the Taylor specific ones. Oh no, I am also going to work on, and I guess this really isn't specifically Taylor, but there's a piano she uses during it that has this beautiful flower design on it, and I've been trying to draw those. Again, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to get to that, but if I don't, it'll come before the end of the year. But that's one of the goals, is to get to that too. So those are the Taylor specific things that are going to be out for the planner tour. I also took parts of like songs that like resonated with me. Like for instance, honestly, the New Year's Day, the New Year's kit, one of the reasons I'm doing that is because she has a song called New Year's Day, which is one of my favorite songs. So whenever I think of New Year's, I always think of that song. And so, that's why the New Year's kit is going to come out this week. Okay. And then some of the ones like 1989 is the one that's coming out this weekend. And I figured I'd get back into location-based stencils. We're going to have Welcome to New York. So we have a couple of New York stencils. You'll also get the insert to this traffic light. She has another song that's also one of my favorites that talks about traffic lights. So I wanted to add that in there. You have like the I Heart New York, a couple different skyline views, the Brooklyn Bridge, the state of New York, a pigeon, and a hot dog card on this one. And then this one you've got the Empire State Building, the Flatiron Building, a couple more views of the skyline, a hot dog, an apple, there's a taxi, a subway car, and then like an Empire State Building, New York kind of thing. And then finally on the New York, well, not really finally, we have the the Statue of Liberty in a few different scenes, just like the silhouette, and then a couple little more detailed ones, and then just her face. So if you're a New York person or you're going to New York, some good stuff for you there. This actually, I was thinking about putting in the New Year's kit, but I haven't 100% decided. I don't know. And then we also have a street sign, like a city street sign stencil that's coming, a 2-piece one. Another one, there's the song called Cornelia Street, which is set in New York. This just reminded me of it, so I wanted to design it. I will probably use this, like I said, when I travel and all that kind of stuff. So that's what's new so far. Like I said, I'm still working on a few things. The other major category of thing that I am working on is more dragons. Kelly, I don't think Kelly's here, but she has been into Fourth Wing. I mean, I liked Fourth Wing too, but she's like hardcore into it, and it's like dragons everything. So the dragons motif has settled in, and like I said, it's one of my favorite lines in Speak Now to You. I've had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. So there's a few different dragon designs that I am working on and still trying to finalize. So yeah, that is all the new stuff. The sun one. Okay. I can just put that up as one. I have a very similar one, but it's a little different. There's like more rays on this one. So I can definitely put that up just individually and not as part of the New Year's kit, because I'm not sure. I was just designing the pieces of it because I have like a general idea what the layout's going to look like in my head, but I don't have like the full idea. And I hadn't put the mirror ball stencil or the mirror ball image on the New Year's stencil yet. So in my head, I was like putting that for kind of like a fireworky stencil. But I put the mirror ball instead. So yeah, I can just release that separately. I think that's all the new stuff. Did everybody here? I think everybody here was here when I was talking about the New Year's layout kit thing. So that one, like I said, will be released Tuesday. The rest of the stuff will be Tuesday or Wednesday. The rest of it will be released on Thursday. And then the planner tour will be on Friday. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a code or just set everything to 13% off. I don't mind just doing the 13% off, but I haven't used codes for anything yet. So it actually wouldn't be bad to try it. So I haven't decided. Either way, I'm going to post the code on Friday so you can shop at the stores that are using the code. Okay, so other than that, I think I'm just going to get to planning. Like I said, I have not planned this week, and I'm not, of course, if I haven't planned this week, I haven't planned next week. So my goal is to get both of those done tonight. And my goal in that is to do it in a very fast manner, because I'm just kind of like worn out and kind of tired, and I gotta get up early to take my nephew to Toledo to the zoo. Okay, I am just gonna grab my fall stencils because I think I'm gonna do like a quick fall layout for this week, since like obviously it's almost over anyway. And I can just kind of back plan and put like all the things that are happening. And then next week, I'm going to do like a 1989 Polaroid-y, maybe add a little bit of fall-y Halloween stuff in there. Is there any specific Halloween stencils, people? Ooh, I haven't done my blood one yet. Oh, but Bad Blood's part of 1989. Oh, okay. So I'll do a Bad Blood as part of the 1989 next week one. That's what we'll do. That way I can do like Halloween-y, but also not Halloween-y. I could do a pumpkin. We could do ghosts too. We do the pumpkin spice. Oh, we could do, oh, that would be fun. I want to do, I'm in an orange mood, I think. I just want to do the pumpkin faces, I think. How's that sound to everybody else? Ooh, but I could do, ooh, okay. I know what I'm doing. Got it down now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have this large pumpkin stencil, and I'm going to use these as the boxes, but you also get the anti-stencils with it. So I'm going to, or I don't know if you get them with it, actually. I should check that. But I have the anti-stencils for it. So I'm going to use the anti-stencils as the boxes, put down orange, and then use the faces as like the black faces of like the jack-o'-lantern as the boxes, or as like the background. That's what I'm going to do. I am all over the place tonight. I apologize for being a little bit chaotic. Hi, Katie. Let me find, we're going to use carved pumpkin. So I need to grab some washi. Use that. I just found a random like onesie washi tape, so I just pulled that out to use whenever we're calling him, they've been calling him baby Bomb Pop. So whenever Bomb Pop arrives. Okay. I thought I had more like whatever washi laying around. Apparently does not want to be found. We'll use this. So yeah, so does anybody have questions about like any of the new stuff or any of the planner tour or anything like that while I'm setting up? Hi, Cindy. I know we got some new people in. I'll kind of talk about the new stuff while I'm arranging these. we have a bunch of new stuff for the planner tour, which will be start next Friday at noon and run through Sunday. And we will be 13% off, which is Taylor's lucky number. So of course we're 13. We will also have freebies. I have like 50 of them, but honestly, like, I doubt I will go through that. So I wouldn't like super worry about numbers. Like if you really, really want it, definitely order early, but like I would be shocked if I had 50 orders. So you should be fine. It's a cute little bookmark with some dragons and a castle and a sword on it. My era is Speak Now, and there is one of my favorite songs is called Long Live, and it's like an ode to the fans. And one of the lines in there is that I've had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. And so when we were starting to talk about this, I was like, what would I choose? What would I do? And that like line just kept popping into my head because it's one of my favorites and like one of the most meaningful to me. And so that was the line that I am going with and the way I'm gonna go. So we've got a cute little, it's actually a larger stencil than I usually do for freebies, so bonus. And then there will also, like I said, there's also gonna be tiered freebies. I have not set the tiers or what they are yet. It's been a long few days. I apparently don't have any orange larger stencil brushes. Oh, there we go. There he is. So yeah. So right now my working concept for the tiered freebies is chaotic and stupid, honestly. Like I need to tell myself not to, but that never works out the way I imagine it will, and I'll probably tell myself I need to. Yeah, the bundle is not limited. I just wanted to put it out separately so people weren't confused. Like, I just wanted to, like, put it out separately. So that I can, like, explain it separately from the 20 some other stencils that are going to be released. But yes, you can wait for the sale for that. There's no, well, I guess technically there's a limit because there's a limit on the number of brushes that I have, but it's not a low limit. Like I said, I won't get 50 orders during the sale. So I won't have 50, you know what I mean? Like I have at least 50 sets of brushes. So you should be plenty fine. And if there's not, then I would just like either adjust the price or I would just have to order the brushes and send those separately kind of thing. But yeah. Hi, Lisa. How are you? What's going on? So yes, to answer your question, you absolutely can. And I'll definitely like be saying that when I announce it. Or when I post about it. I just, like I said, it's different than anything I've ever done. I've never done a pack like that. And so I wanted to be able to, like, clarify it, let people ask questions, and talk about it separately from, like, as you've just seen, there's so many new sets of stencils coming out. Like, I didn't want it to get lost in the shuffle kind of thing. You finally had a week off. That's exciting. Are you, do you have a time off for CPC or are you just doing the weekend thing? Good. I'm excited. I'm really excited for it too. It's something I've been meaning to do for a long time. It's just, there's a lot of hurdles to it, and I'm still a little scared to launch it without like knowing what we're doing for the video portion of it. But we'll see. I'm kind of a crash, a just do it person, so that's what we're gonna do. no sense in waiting. For those of you that are just joining us, what we're talking about is that one of the new things that is coming next week is, I don't have a name for it, but essentially it is a pack of stencils. I think there are 6 in there. I'm not 100% sure. 6 stencils, and they all work together to build one layout. And in the sense of like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the layout, you know, photograph it, give you all the details of it, and then I'm going to post how I did it, you know, tell you which colors of ink I use, which brands of ink I've used, and so you will get all 6 stencils in the pack, as well as probably 2 to 4 brushes. So basically all you would need to have to do the layout that I do is the inks. You would have to get the inks from, it's probably going to be Distress Oxide because those are the easiest ones to use. I may also add a couple other like bonus type inks that are easy to, you know, you can find them on Amazon and type thing. And then, so you would get the whole pack, and then there'll be a card in it, like with the links and stuff, and, you know, the suggestion for the ink and all that kind of stuff. And then I would also find sometime, probably a couple of times, honestly, just because I know like it's hard to, you know, appease and, you know, work around everyone's schedule, but I would probably do a couple times, at least 2, that I would go live on not Zoom, but like some version of Zoom, like, you know, Microsoft, or not Microsoft, Google Rooms or whatever, where like you can get on video and we can do it together, and you can ask questions and show me what you're doing, and we can talk about like what might work better, all that kind of things. And so the concept is that you'll be able to make the layout that I make, you know, using basically the same tools I'm using. And it's like, it'll be good for somebody that like wants to bullet journal and doesn't really like know where to start. You know, doesn't know how to build a layout. But also like, you know, if you just like the stencils, like of course, yeah, all new stencils. I can flip through them, again in a few minutes once I finish this layout. I just realized I have this like nice cream sweatshirt on. I don't want to get it dirty. So actually give me like 2 seconds. I have a t-shirt up here I'm going to throw on instead of this sweatshirt, because all I'm just thinking is like my hands are so dirty and I'm going to look a mess. My nice pretty sweatshirt is going to be ruined. Wasn't thinking very clearly when I put clothes on earlier. When I was throwing, you know, running in from the hospital and throwing more comfy clothes on. Thankfully I have a t-shirt up here I can change into really quick. It's, I ordered, and I'll post pictures of course at the event, but I ordered shirts for SGS to wear for my make and take. And they sent their ones with the wrong color on them. And so they let me keep those and then sent the right ones. So those are up here. So yes, they are all new stencils. Some of them have ones that are like, I have very similar ones in the shop, but they are all new ones. It's the Taylor Swift sweatshirt. It's my Eras Tour sweatshirt, my like cream Eras Tour sweatshirt, which I already have gotten ink on, and it's still there, but it's like very barely visible. And I was just thinking like, oh crap, what am I doing? I'm setting up for round 2 of me panic washing this stupidly expensive sweatshirt and praying that the ink comes out. So yeah, now I got a t-shirt on. It's all good. I need a smock is what I really need. Like, you know, when they like made you wear smocks in like elementary school art class, I really should wear one of those. Okay. But yeah, so all new stencils. the concept of this one is going to be a New Year's Day one, or a New Year's Eve one, whatever. A New Year's layout. And I thought that was a good, like, timing wise. Excuse me. I don't know what it is. Every time I go to a hospital, I wasn't in a hospital, sorry. I was visiting a hospital. It's like a psychological thing of, like, especially after COVID, of like, don't cough, don't cough, don't cough. That I like hold coughs in for like a year. And anytime I leave, whew, I get like coughing fits like that. Sorry. It's like as soon as I enter hospitals, I'm always like, I want to cough, 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 cough. Like I get this like, I'm good. Yes, I am perfectly fine. Thank you. I was visiting my sister-in-law in the hospital earlier, and like I was saying, I'm like, I get this like, don't cough, so I like hold it all in, and then like later I always have this like cough of like like I was holding it in so long. But yes, I'm good. Thank you to your daughter for asking. But now I'm like, I need a drink of water. Like, whew. Yeah, like, but like, I wasn't in the hospital. I just was visiting, Katie and I think Cindy, I don't know if you're still here, but my sister-in-law is pregnant, and, she's due in December, and her water just broke on Wednesday. So they're trying to keep baby in as long as possible. And so she's going to be in the hospital until she has the baby now, which they're hoping is still for another 3 weeks. So we ran up there to see them. I ran up there after work, and I'm helping taking care of their boys and stuff. But I was in the hospital, not like admitted into a visiting a hospital. But I get this like, especially post-COVID, I'm like, I cannot cough. I can't clear my throat. Like, they're going to think I'm sick. They're going to try to admit me. Like, so I hold it for so long. And then like, when I'm done, I get this like, ooh, thank you. I'm already like overwhelmed with it. That's why I've been a little bit of a basket case and a little bit behind schedule this week. And the planner tour is going to be like a little bit behind schedule, but we're going to get it all done. I also was telling everybody that, while I will still set the code for the planner tour on Etsy, I am basically going to be putting all the new releases on Shopify, and I have a domain name, and so you can now shop at ootpstencils.com. I'm really excited about this. I thought domain names were way more expensive than this was. Like, I was very pleasantly surprised. I know that like it's like popularity thing type thing, but like I was very excited that it was not like wildly outrageously expensive. So now it's no longer like my Shopify.com. It's just ootpstencils.com. And then, oh, that's the other thing I didn't talk about. I haven't decided all of the ones I'm going to do, because right now I can only think of 2, but I might end up wanting to do more. Because there are a couple of like Disney tie-ins. I am using, this is a Sharpie roller pen. I have my site open. Exciting. I'm so excited about it. I will also be re-releasing for the weekend only, I think. I mean, yes, for the weekend only, but again, this is going to kind of depend on how far along I am with everything. You know, I'm going to try to put in a lot of work tomorrow once I get home from taking my nephew to the zoo. I will also hopefully be re-releasing our probably Wonderland. Excuse me. The plan is to do Wonderland or Alice in Wonderland, and probably Merida for like the Archer, maybe stencils. So yeah, so we're gonna have a little bit of a Disney release for the weekend. Not a release, it's not gonna be new stuff. It's gonna be, you know, an opening of the vault basically of our Alice in Wonderland. And probably Merida. I think that'll be the two we'll go with, just to make it simple and not do like too many. Because sometimes it's too many, it's just too many. And I can't think of off the top of my head, even though I know there's like tons of, I guess I could do Cinderella. Do you guys want Cinderella or do you want Merida re-released? I definitely want to do Wonderland or Alice in Wonderland because there's a song on the new album this weekend that's called Wonderland. So like, obviously. But I could do either Cinderella or Merida. Thank you. I should just adjust this instead of keep trying to adjust my camera. Does anybody have, I guess I could post this in the group too. If you have a preference of either Cinderella re-release or of Alice in Wonderland, or not, of Merida Brave re-release. Okay. I am just kind of wiping them off just because I've been getting a lot of like, especially when I layer them, I will get a lot of like overspray kind of thing. Cinderella. Maybe, honestly, like if I have time, I'll do them both. I'm just not 100% convinced I'm going to have time for both. And it's just because I have to transfer them over from Etsy. I have to redo all the listings and get the photos up and all that, which isn't like super time consuming on a normal week. But it does take a little bit longer to do listings on Shopify, which is totally fine. For all the benefits of it, it's totally fine. It's just not 100% sure that I can do them all this weekend. What I should do is just not do any, or just do Alice in Wonderland, and then do like a full Disney vault opening after the planner tour. But I won't necessarily say I'll do that. So yeah, so I'll post it in the group too, so other people can have a say. If I am able to, I will do all three. If not, either Merida or Cinderella will be our other Disney opening, vault opening. I knew there was like one other aspect. I need to write this down before I forget. I have this like running list of the stencils that I'm working on. Okay. So yeah, so the other ones that I'm working on are a Folklore and Evermore font, a Rep font, a 1989 font. I knew there was another font that I wasn't remembering. I did the Friendship Bracelet one. I showed you guys that. The Piano Flowers is another one. I'm not positive I'll get done, but I'm going to work on it. And then the Dragons is the other ones that aren't completely done yet. I'm pre-doing this one this time because I feel like it was really hard to do last time. Yeah, so I'm going to do, like they're Taylor related fonts. One I already have done. It's the red font. It's like a blocky, almost like a varsity font. It's the font that she has on the really popular, like a lot going on at the moment shirt. And I use it for a layout in June. I use it for my monthly in June. color. I don't even remember buying this pen, honestly. Like, I usually use the felt tip Sharpie ones. This is doing pretty good, though. I don't mind it. I feel like I swallowed a bug when I was coughing. Okay. Let's close over too. So yeah, that is the gist of our planner tour info. I can, once I'm done with this layout, I will really quickly go through and show you guys again all the new stuff, and I'll show you the New Year's Eve planner pack, layout planner pack. But yeah, does anybody have any questions about stenciling or about the new stuff, about the planner tour, anything like that that we can touch on while I'm putting down some more orange on this page? I think I just really need to blow my nose at this point. Oh no. Am I still here? All right, am I still here? It looks like I'm still here. Should pull your reading planner out. Yes. I haven't worked on mine since like March. Every year I say this is the year that I'm going to finish it. Every year I'm proven wrong. Maybe next year. I would like to actually finish. I need to work on some challenges too. That's the other thing I really desperately need to get done. Ooh. Planning challenges, not like completing challenges. The challenges that we're going to release. Okay, last phase for this one. Thank you. I actually really like how it's turning out. I feel like I'm going to go rogue and not washi this down. And I know I'm going to regret it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I feel like I want to get more faces on than the other one has. The pumpkins kind of leave out a lot of the faces. What's everybody else doing this weekend? Anybody have any fun plans? I know, I think it was Angie that said she was making cookies. That sounds awesome. Put a page in because there's no stickers for it. Oh no! Which one is that? I feel like I just don't do challenges that I don't have stickers for. Is that bad? I'm also trying to not just do a bunch of challenges and just do the ones that I actually like doing, which are basically Monica's, ours, and maybe Pop Sugar, but I just like the Pop Sugar stickers. I don't necessarily like doing Pop Sugar. Yikes. I'm a mess. Soccer and hockey tomorrow. Yep. I am taking my nephew to the Toledo Zoo. Because, of course, they had plans for this weekend. And I feel like I have to, like, pick up the slack. Ooh, what kind of cookies? I actually make cookies. I do a lot of sugar cookies and decorate them. I actually have used my stencils on sugar cookies that I've decorated. And it's funny that I don't really like my cookies. Like, my cookies are really good. Like, I know they are because people have told me. And, like, some people are, like, they tell me about it all the time and ask me to make them. And I'm like, oh, I'm just not feeling it. I just don't really like my cookies. Oh yeah, I've airbrushed. I've used an airbrush on cookies. I have an airbrush, so a food airbrush. One before I knew she didn't do stickers. It's the Cat's Book Nerds Friend Challenge. You could do like boxes. Like I know Monica has a bunch of like just book boxes or just regular boxes, like your leftover boxes. Okay. Let's wipe this up and pull those off. I also need, oh no. I like to cook. I just don't cook very often because no, I like to like try new things and like not like weird recipes, but I like things that like the rest of my family doesn't like. And so like it's pointless to make a full recipe with like peppers and onions when like nobody else is going to eat it. So I don't cook as often as I would like to. You're lazy and don't like your handwriting. That is fair. You could always like Dutch store the printout of the challenge in and then like use date covers to put the numbers of the thing on the box and then just write your books in the box of the ones like number each challenge, like 1 through whatever, 1 through 20, 1 through 30. And then use like date covers to put a box and then put like 1 and then like on your like Dutch store challenge would have like a 1 next to read a book with a pink cover, you know, whatever. And then you just put like 1 and the name of your book. Yeah, and it's not really like also like my brother is over for dinner a lot. My brother and his family are over a lot. He cooks, but like not often. His wife does not like to cook, so like they are here all the time. And my mom loves cooking, and they're very like not potatoes, like rice and chicken and this, chicken and that. Like it's like the same things over and over. And I'm like more adventurous and I like to try different things and all that kind of stuff. So it's hard. They're very like, they like 3 vegetables. Like they're very interesting eaters. Whereas like I will try, I mean, there's stuff I don't like, don't get me wrong. And there's stuff that like I prefer not to eat. Like there's not a lot of meats that I like, but like I'll eat it, right? Like anyway. Here is our first week layout. And now I don't know where it went. Oh, I'm a mess, I tell you. There we go. Yeah, so sometimes it's just like pointless to cook. Sorry, thought I'd change these out. I don't know if there's a way to mute this microphone, but just 1 second. Okay, hopefully that was muted. All right, so there's our first layout. Like I said, kind of super simple, kind of fast. I just wanted to get this week in, even though it's perfect. Thank you. I don't think you guys needed to hear me blow my nose. Okay, so 16th was Monday. I just got the weekend, you know, really quick. I always, the last couple of years, I promised myself that this one, like, I might not finish my reading planner. You know, there's been so many times, like, there's weeks that I've had to go back and plan, but I want to finish it. So I kind of will try to just get a quick, even if it's a quick layout, just to get it in. And who knows, this could be a weekend I have a new nephew. So, if that's the case, I want somewhere to write that. So, I'll go back and put some stickers down and all that kind of stuff. I got a bunch of new stickers in the last, I know I have my SGS countdown I need to get in here. I think I put the first week down, and then I never put I haven't put any of it down. So, gotta do that. But yeah, so there is this week, and then we'll move on to next week, which is 1989 Taylor's version is coming out, the planner tour, and so much other stuff. Obviously Halloween. So I think we're gonna do, I was thinking of not doing anything Halloween, but I just remembered that the song Bad Blood is on 1989, and I have like this like cool drippy blood font. Not font. Oh, I do have the font too, but I've got our drippy borders, which we could use to do that. And then I have the font. And then I could use the C. I know what I'm going to do. Okay, hang on 1 second. Let me look up. I wish I had the font ready now. And I might actually just leave up. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is. So while the stream shake it off this love clean blank space, I wish you would new romantics. You're in love clean. Okay, I have an idea. Like the big part of 1989 is the Polaroids. So what I think I'm going to do is, I'm going to do like little Polaroids and put like the blood dripping on one, maybe like a blood splatter. And then I'll do like a Taylor silhouette in one. Can use one of our new Taylor stencils. Oh, before I do that though, let me show you guys the new stuff. I gotta pull our live back up though. Hang on 1 second. Okay, so this is the stuff that's gonna come in the New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, I'm gonna call it probably, just because, number one, my concept would be that you would use it for the first week of the new year, but up to you, of course. But it would make a good first layout in your new bullet journal if you're starting bullet journaling and don't know where to start. It's kind of gonna be, I haven't done the layout yet, but it's gonna be very similar, but not the same, to this layout. So like the balloons are gonna be the boxes. There's gonna be champagne and mirror ball and like the year and confetti, but it's not gonna be the same layout. So, but the concept is, so you're gonna get all these stencils in the pack. At least one of them will remain exclusive, but they're all gonna be exclusive to the pack at first. Probably through like the New Year's, just because it's just gonna be how it is. And so you're going to get, right now, I think it's at 6 stencils. And then you're also going to get 2 to 4 makeup brushes. to allow you to ink with. You will have to get your own ink. I will put like a list of the suggested inks or the inks that I use. And then also, obviously your planner or your notebook. And they're designed for an A5 notebook because that's just kind of like, that's my jam. I always feel like that's the standard size of planners and like notebooks, or not the standard size, but a planner specifically, but like of notebooks and stuff. Like I feel like A5 is kind of like the general size. So I designed A5. As of right now, I'm not planning to do like the layout specifically in another size. In the future maybe, but the concept is that I'll have these like, I would like to do one of these a quarter. Not sure I will always do it 1 1/4, but that's the concept. So anyway, so without further ado, we have a layout builder stencil, or we have a layout stencil with the balloons. You'll also get the anti-stencils for this, in order to kind of do it, you know, you can move it around or whatever. So that's the first stencil you'll get with the kit. You will also get a confetti background pattern, obviously for New Year's. And then you will get our New Year's deco, which has got a champagne bottle and a champagne flute and a champagne cork, a clock and confetti and a mirror ball and fireworks and a masquerade mask and bow tie and a star-shaped balloon. And then you will also get all three, the upper, lowercase, and numbers of the, like, it's like a groovy font. Like I just felt like it was a very New Year's-y, fun New Year's font. So you'll get the upper, lowercase, and numbers of that one. So 6 stencils, a deco stencil, a pattern stencil, a layout stencil, and then all 3 font stencils. And then as I was designing this, like my purpose of doing it this way was that each of these stencils, like not only will you be able to use it to build this specific New Year's, or, you know, obviously like you can rearrange it for next New Year's and stuff. You can do that, of course. But I wanted these things that would be versatile on their own. So like your balloons you could use for your birthday or your kid's birthday or your a godchild's birthday, your grandchild's birthday, a friend's birthday party, or just a party that you're throwing, you know, anything you want to celebrate. You're graduating, you want balloons in your life. You know what I mean? Like balloons are universal. Like I feel like are universal, celebration thing. And then obviously the font you can use for a lot of different things. Good retro-y, fun bubble font. And then like the New Year's one, I think it's probably like a little less versatile, but like champagne bottles, the masquerade mask you could use for Mardi Gras, the confetti you can use for any kind of celebration, the rocket you could use for 4th of July, the mirror ball you could use for a Taylor Swift concert. I don't know. Like you could use this for a lot of different things. And then of course the confetti is the same thing. Like you could use green and orange for St. Patrick's Day, red and pink for Valentine's Day, red, white, and blue for 4th of July, orange and green or orange and black for, Halloween, whatever. Like you can use confetti for a lot of stuff, for your birthday, for your kid's birthday, whatever. So the concept was to make stuff that you could use in other ways, but to walk you through using these things as a stencil. And there you go. So the stencil that disco ball is a little different, but like if you're getting the pack anyway, like you might as well just use this. But yeah, so that's the concept of this, is that you could use this for a lot of different things. But I will also, have pictures and have step-by-step tutorials on how to make this into, if you follow the step-by-steps, your layout should look very similar to mine, kind of thing. I also plan on doing some kind of live component, not only like a live, like this kind of video, like a live, if you want to hop on Google, whatever I use. I have to do some research on this. Google whatever, or, whatever kind of messaging video chat kind of device that we can get. We will do like a live, probably 2, so we can get kind of like 2 different time zones-y or, availabilities. And I know with the holidays and stuff coming up, that's gonna be harder, but we'll do our best. So we'll do like kind of like a live video where you can get on camera too and be like, okay, like this is what it looks like. Help me. What do I do? Where do I go from here? Like, this is why is this looking like this kind of thing. So yeah, so that's the concept of this. You'll also get 2 to 4 brushes. It's probably going to be 2, but I would like to do 4, but I don't know for sure. Brushes with it. And then you'll get a card that'll say, or like an insert paper that'll say, like, here is a link to the video of how to do it. Please join this group so we can set up like live sessions. And like, this is the suggested ink. This is the size of the planner I use, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so like this is like a layout in a box, a layout in a bag, whatever. But yeah, so that will be released Tuesday or Wednesday. I think I have it on the calendar as Tuesday, but with everything going on, I'm not 100% sure I'll have it done on Monday night to get it up on Tuesday. Yeah, so that's that. The new stuff for the planner tour, we've got the Eras Lover House. But again, you could use this for a lot of other things. You could use it for a week on one page. You could use it for like a cleaning list, like a spring clean, deep clean type list. And then lots and lots and lots of new stuff. Some that's very Taylor specific and some that is adjacent or like reminiscent of her songs. So we'll start with the Taylor specific. We have 3 different large silhouette versions of Taylor from the Eras Tour. Some of her iconic moments and iconic outfits and iconic poses. And then along with that, we also have a mini version of the last one. It's got the stage shape and it's got all but like 2 or 3 of the big versions. So if you're like into the smaller ones or you have a smaller planner, this is perfect. Or you just want to have like a lot of the different poses on it as opposed to like a couple. And then this is, again, like you could use this for other stuff, but the Eras Tour, like one of the iconic like things that people have been doing is collecting the confetti that falls at the end. And it's in this like long square like shape or long rectangular shape with like a little bit of squares and stuff. And people have been like trading it back and forth and like, can you grab me confetti? I'm not on the floor. Can you grab me it? And putting it in ornaments and like in their posters and everything. So like as I was flipping through pictures of the tour to kind of like get some inspiration, I was like, I have to do one of that. So like as I was designing, I was like, that is what that reminds me of, and it's perfect. And then this was a freebie, one of our like tiered freebies, our large tiered freebie for, I think it was the spring PBC sale. But people, I had said that it would come eventually, and now it has come. It gives me like 1989 vibes, but of course, like obviously it doesn't scream Taylor Swift. And then this was the one font that I have done so far. This is the red font. I'm also working on a 1989 font, a Reputation font, and a Folklore/Evermore font. There's about 7 stencils I'm still working on, as well as the tiered freebies. This is the Folklore Cabin. It's an era that's like very woodsy and like summer in the woods kind of thing. So there'd be a cute background, or like even like little lists and stuff, or like, not a mood tracker. I mean, you probably use it for a mood tracker too, but you could use it for like a savings tracker. I was originally planning on putting this in the New Year's kit, but I think I'm just gonna do it separately because I can't think off the top of my head how I'll use it. Our sunburst, starburst, whatever. And then, and then the other like more Taylor adjacent one is our friendship bracelet stencil. We had a couple of different designs with the square or the round letter beads, or like the round disky or the circular beads. And then we have a circled, like a tied bracelet, and then each of the beads where you could kind of build your own bracelet as well. And then on 1989, one of the headlining songs is Welcome to New York. So I figured now is a great time for a New York passport stencil set. So we have a couple of the different layouts, the shape of the state of New York, the bridge, the hot dog cart, the traffic light, I Heart New York, and a pigeon on the first one. And on the second one, we've got the Empire State Building, the subway, hot dog, the Big Apple, a taxi, the New York with the Empire State Building, like spiky, the Flatiron Building, and a couple more city Skylines, that's the word. And then we have the Statue of Liberty in all her glory in a few different versions. Just the silhouette, just her face, like her body, and then like the whole statue with some detail. And I think it's this one that I used a bigger version of on my jacket. My cool Taylor Swift jacket that I got to wear for the Eras Tour movie twice. I was so excited. And then finally we have the Streetlight stencil. This is related to one of Taylor's songs called Cornelia Street, where they talk about a street in New York, and this is kind of what the streetlight looks like, so that is what we did for that one. I am still working on, kind of to give you a preview of what is still to come, I am working on, where's my list? I wrote all that stuff down on a list, and now I don't know where the list is. Sounds about par for the course right now. Everything going on. Okay, hang on. Where is sticky notes? This is why I need to keep planned ahead, so I could just write this stuff in my planner and not write it on a sticky note that I've kept in my pocket, transferring it between my jean pocket all week. Okay. Oh, there they go. They fell. Found them. Okay. So I'm still working on the... Oh, I'm back. Okay, good. I am working on the Folklore Evermore font. It's the same font. The Rep font in the 1989 font. The piano flowers from the Eras Tour, which will just be flowers, but they're kind of the flowers that are on the piano. That's the one that I have the least done on, so that's going to be the casualty if I have to. I also am working on... Oh, the only other thing that I'm working on is a few different dragon stencils. To go along and coordinate with our freebie for the planner tour, which is this bookmark. It's bigger freebie than I usually give, but the line is, I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you, from Speak Now, from Long Live, which is on Speak Now. And I also thought it tied into Fourth Wing. The second book is coming out soon. I know the Sarah J. Maas universe is kind of coming back into popularity, and just fantasy and romantasy in general. So I'm also working on bigger dragon stencils too, some more. But that is our freebie. There will also be tiered freebies in my head. And now I'm singing Taylor Swift because that's led me into a lyric, but in my head, I want to do a Taylor Swift silhouette from each of her eras and do it like album 1 is debut. So like the $10 one would be debut. The second album is Fearless. So this $20 one would be Fearless. The third one is Speak Now. So the $30 one would be Speak Now. I would love to do it. I'm not sure I'm going to do it. It's going to depend on how much I can design and finish, probably tomorrow and Sunday. So otherwise, I will have some friendship bracelets that are going to be somewhere in there. Maybe those will be the first order incentives, like the first like 15 orders or 20 orders or whatever. But yeah, so there'll be some kind of tiered freebie. This will be the first 50 orders, but again, I don't see it selling out. Okay, so that's the second run through of everything. Sorry, I'm a little less like put together tonight. I am like all over the place. Some stitch look ones? Like, what do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. Fourth Wing ones, I'm not going to probably do Fourth Wing specific, but I will do like dragons and stuff. I don't know what I would do is like specifically Fourth Wing. Oh, oh, yeah. I thought you meant like stitching, like sewing. Stitch I haven't done yet. That's one of the ones I haven't done. Maybe that'll be soon. I don't know. In my head, I'm like, okay, instead of opening all the Disney ones, maybe just do Wonderland this weekend and not do Cinderella and Moana and Merida. And just do like a full Disney Vault opening in a couple weeks. But I don't know. To like launch the site officially. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway. It's pretty good, Katie. And now that the second book will be out, it's a good time to read it. Okay. Let's kind of knock this one out because I didn't want to be on this long. Or that long. It's not yet long yet, but by the time I'm done, it will be, kind of thing. Okay, so my idea for this is to use our Polaroid stencil, because that's like the 1989 is the Polaroid, and do like different, like I'll put like a New York, like I'll use one of our New York stencils because there's Welcome to New York, and I'll use a Wonderland stencil, and I'll use our blood for the bad blood. And we'll use the seagulls because that's really iconic to the 1989 era. I just wish that I had the 1989 font on. And I think I'll actually probably not do the dates on this and just use it as soon as the 1989 font is done. Okay, let me pull out a New York stencil really quick. I think I also want to do, let me see, I know I have at least one of her silhouettes during, this is 1989, so I also want to kind of put that one on there too. It's that one. Okay, so I'm trying to think box-wise. I think what I'll do for the boxes is maybe just do the Polaroids like across. Like I'm just gonna draw. This is gonna be when we're gonna do more drawing than stenciling, or not drawing, but like stencil, tracing the stencils than inking. Okay, so we're gonna get, you know, 4 boxes, and I'm gonna kind of stagger them. This is one that, like, I always need to washi it down, and I never do, and I'm going to regret it, but I'm not going to again. And I probably should, like, be penciling this layout and making sure I'm going to like it. Because this is not going smoothly. Okay, hopefully, honestly, I'm hoping not to be. I kind of left my mom with the 2 boys. I know one of them's sleeping, but with the 2 boys for longer than I probably should. Hopefully they're both sleeping at this point, but I'm sure they are not. My one nephew is not a let's go to sleep kind of dude. Which means I feel bad about leaving her alone with him. Which is not at all, like, she can handle him. He's obsessed with her. It's fine. But I still feel bad. Like, I feel like I need to be there for my family right now. But anyway, have a good store. Have a good store. That makes no sense. Have a good trip to the store. So I'm going to use these ones as the boxes to put like my weekly stuff in. I am going to kind of like layer them. I know I have a lot to do next week, but like I also don't have a lot like functionally to do. Does that make sense? I have a lot of stuff I need to get done, but it's more like I need to fill orders. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a wild amount of written plans. But yeah, Katie, I really liked Fourth Wing. It was really enjoyable. We read it for a book club, so I kept pushing it back too. Yeah, exactly. Like, I need to finish all the planner tour stuff. Which, like, if I were smart, I would use my planner to make a to-do list of, like, okay, these are the things you need to, like, get done, right? Like, do this today, do this tomorrow. You know, your release is this day. Am I smart? Absolutely not. I also think I'm going to have to move our live next week. I just remembered I told my little cousin I would take her to the Eras Tour movie next Friday. And obviously that's not conducive with a live. Unless I do it late at night, which is an option. It might have to be Saturday morning if she can still go on Friday. But we'll see. I feel like I'm just like blabbing today. It feels so weird. Before 5. I'm gonna try to do 8 just because then I can do like a good to-do list somewhere. The second book of the 5th season trilogy. I've never even heard of that. How is it? What genre is it? This is actually not as hard as it looks to use. I'm just being stupid and not like washing it down and using it properly. Also, to have a reading slump, yeah. I have gotten back into it. I went into a little like tear of Halloween-ish books. Not like scary books, but like witch, like light witch type romantic fantasy. Got it. How is it? Do you enjoy it? Is it good? Or, I mean, you're in, you know, another book, so I would assume you like it, but I'm the kind of person that would just continue reading a series because I feel like I have to finish it, so it doesn't necessarily mean it's good. Some people are weirdos like me. M.K. Chessman. I'll have to look it up. I'm ready to be done with this. Except now I'm like, I wanted to do Polaroids of the other stuff too. Okay, so now I need to tape this down. And we're gonna do, I think we'll do like the statue of, no. I want to put like a New York. Go to New York. That's perfect right there. And maybe we'll do like the New York in the corner too. Let's do a little bit of green. I'm thinking Statue of Liberty-ish green. We'll do some black. Finish it off in black. I'm currently wondering what I'm doing. It's going to fit on my page. That's how I feel right now too. I'm not positive everything that I wanted to do on this is going to fit on the page. We'll find out together. Like, my concept is to take like parts of the songs. So like Welcome to New York is one of the songs. And put them in like, because like the Polaroid is like a very like iconic part of the 1989 era. So like I'm trying to get it to look I don't know. It makes sense in my head. We'll see if it looks good. Honestly, probably won't. Which, fair. Okay. I'm gonna like put the song title too, kind of. The word buzzword. Yeah. Did you get Monica had those really cute bee boxes. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna do Bad Blood. No, I want to do something different color. I'm gonna do the Taylor silhouette and do Wildest Dreams. Her flag boxes? I don't even know which ones you're talking about. I'm off screen for just a minute. Second guessing in my head. Oh, style. We're just still in. Oh, it is style. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, at least I looked. Yeah, I don't remember what, I don't know what flag one you're talking about. A labelish flag across the top, so that, oh, I'll have to look through. Oh, good, perfect. That works out well. I guess I don't need the New York one. And then I want to use I like how I was like, I'm going to do a really quick layout. Yeah. I feel like I never can do a quick layout. I'm like averse to that. Right, exactly. Well, as soon as I started doing this, I knew it wouldn't be quick. But like when I first started, I was like, I'm just going to do something really quick. And then I get an idea. And I can't not do it. It's like the, it's like the tiered freebies for the next sale. It's stupid of me to even think about doing as many tiers as I'm thinking about doing. But am I thinking about doing it? Absolutely. Am I gonna do it? Probably. Like, do people even want silhouettes of Taylor? Probably not. But I can't stop thinking about it. Which means I have to do it. It's exactly like, how do I not do it? Like, it's too perfect. So I've got to do it. And this is why I am what I am. Why am I the way I am? This was the dumbest idea. Look at me trying to put stuff away. Okay, I need probably one more. I could do clean, or I could do interfaces. That's what I'll do. Ooh, where did these come from? And the worst part is when I'm done with this, I'm not gonna like the white space. I'm gonna wanna color it in some way. I'm not sure exactly how. Oh, I do know how actually. Oh, why am I the way I am? It's bad. I don't know where flight path stencil is. Yes. Okay, one more, and then we'll do a little bit of coloring. Oh, maybe two more, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, 1 second, I'm gonna navigate away from here real quick. Okay, I need a woodsy. I need my camping camping stencils that I need. Whew. And then I need paper. And there's what I was looking for. Okay, yes. Almost done. We're going to do her little silhouette here. And then, last but not least, I'm going to use some of our seagulls to get a good seagull-y, because it's not 1999 without some seagulls. That was like a weird country accent. I don't know if you heard that. Whew, it's tiring. It's late. It's tiring. What the heck? I'm so weird. Thank you. This actually is looking better than I thought it would. So they're like Polaroids for each, not each, but some of the songs. And then the last thing I'm gonna do, because I don't exactly love it yet, because I don't like all the blank space. I'm so lame. I don't like all the extra space. Actually, you know what I think I'm gonna do? Do I have my colored pencils? My Tim Holtz pencils. Let's see if there's a good blue in there. Yeah. gonna actually just color everything in with a colored pencil, and these are water reactive. So I'm gonna color it in the blue, and it's gonna be a little streaky. But once I use a water brush pen, it'll smooth it all out. And it won't look so dumb. I don't really use these very often. I bought like all 3 sets when they first came out, and I've used them like once. But I think it'll be a good fill of the space, because I don't like all the white, because it doesn't pop to me without, you know what I mean? Like it just looks kind of like blank and stupid with just the white. I need a good color in the middle or behind it. This is good for somebody like me that like doesn't like well, like, oh, I really want to color it all, and then like 2 minutes in is like, no, I'm done. And then once I do the font, it gives it like depth. I'll put like 1989 TV down there. And now I want to stay up all night working on the font. I'm taking my nephew to the Toledo Zoo tomorrow for some Halloween thing. And I think it's like Toledo's like an hour from here or so. So she scheduled it to be like, to go in at like 10 o'clock. So it means I have to leave by like 9, which means I have to get up at like 8. I'm not looking forward to this. I have to find a jacket before I go. No, it's not. Like, it isn't bad. I'm not, like, complaining at all. I'm just not looking forward to it, honestly. Yeah, and it's early. I don't want to get up. It's my weekend. And it's been a long week, and I've got a lot of work to do this weekend. But I guess at least it's early, and hopefully we can meet back by, like, 2 or so. I hate the like timed entry on things. Oh no, Toledo, no, is not at all. I live south of Detroit too, so like there's that. It's about an hour. I mean, depending on where you go in Toledo, obviously. But usually I get down there in like an hour or so. And depending on traffic and stuff, obviously. They've been doing a lot of work on 75, and my friend Kelly and I have gone down there a few times just randomly to hang out. I think I've talked about this. I wanted to get out of the state once a month this year. And so, a couple of times when I don't have trips planned, on a random Saturday, I'll just be like, hey, Kelly, let's go book shopping in Toledo. And we'll drive down there. The site of my biggest shame. We were in Books A Million in Toledo the one day, and it was further west. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we drive, I generally drive down 75. I live right off of 75, plus, the parts of Toledo that we usually go to are right on 75 too, so. Plus I avoid Ann Arbor at all costs. I'm so funny. Cheaters. Just kidding. I mean, I'm not, but I am. I definitely should have done the seagulls after I colored it, though. Is it? We're gonna lose. I'm like positive we're losing this game. So I'm like, that's the other reason I volunteered. I was like, whatever. I don't want to watch it anyway. It is annoying though. I mean, it's such a huge game. Why is it on at noon? Like, it's probably the biggest game of the week, and you're playing it at noon. Come on. So what can be on later? Georgia destroying a high school team. Michigan beating Michigan State 300-0. Like, why is the Penn State Ohio State game on early? That's so dumb. I mean, fair. Hopefully it's good news when I get back in my car. I'll probably be watching it on my phone too, to be honest, but I feel like I have to pay more attention to my nephew. Okay, let me grab a water brush. And this will just kind of, I try not to use a ton of water because obviously, like, I don't want a lot of running or anything like that, so I'm just more looking to, like, smooth out the edges, the rough, like, pencil marks. And not even necessarily, like, smooth them out, just, like, you know, fill in all those, like, little white spaces you get when you're coloring with a colored pencil. Make it look more like a watercolor than a colored pencil. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it definitely gives it a much nicer, like, right here at the very end where I was just kind of like throwing down as much colored pencil as I could. You can kind of tell, but otherwise it's a good way to get like a page covered like after the fact. I mean, obviously you could do this with like a paintbrush and ink, but it would take forever. The other thing is I have to be kind of, I did that already, I just did it. I was like, I have to be careful not to pick up any orange from the page behind it, because like there's this little ledge here because my binding is breaking. It just gives it like a little, like I can get close to the edges, kind of color and fill in that edge that you can't with the colored pencil, and color in like a little bit of the stroke marks and stuff and all that. And like I said, I do kind of try to not use a ton of water on it either. This is coming out a lot better than I thought it was going to, honestly. Oh, it looks good. Okay. I always say the like, don't, like, just keep going. It'll be fine once you're done. And I don't always believe it, to be honest. So when it actually is fine, that's fun. I was like, yeah, next week's gonna be a hot mess. I'm not posting this anywhere. But I'll post it now. All right, cool. And then once I get the 1989 font, I'll actually go through and do the numbers and stuff for the week. But yeah, there's that. It looks cool. I like this. Yeah, for sure. All right, well, I am gonna pack up here and try to get some sleep and pray we don't get demolished just tomorrow by Penn State. But thanks for joining me. I will see you probably next either Friday or Saturday. It depends on when everything's going on. So maybe I'll try to go Thursday if I have time to, but we'll see. Anyway, good night. Thanks for joining.